Now the problem is that you still have a wounded and very angry demon to deal with that can still do a lot of damage if you let it. And you also have a crazy man.
And my coven is there with weapons, huh?
Correct. I think that they are smart enough to do something about the crazy man who is going to hurt the pretty lady who sings.
Okay.
So now we are going to roll for them. Okay? We're going to roll for them. We are going to roll for whatever it is you do next. We are going to roll for what Adam is doing, which is trying to kill Chloe. And we are trying to... Now, Jasmine does protect you in different ways, right? Right? So, the way Jasmine is going to try to protect you is to simply have you step, remember? Step where you need to go, and you go, like you did before. So roll, you're going to be rolling for Jasmine's power. What is Livia doing? Are you going to keep striking with the hammer?
No, I think I'm I'm hesitating with like finishing him.
You can always tell a demon what to do.
Like my demon.
No, any demon.
Oh yeah.
Who's the sorcerer around here? Whose church is this?
Yeah, but it's binded.
Well, that just gives it a little bonus.
Oh.
No.
Do what?
Well.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I can command it. So, okay, I'm gonna do it. Calm down. Stop it.
That's how we'll do it. Sit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's do some rolling. I know what it's doing.
So it's will, huh?
Hold on, And I know what the crowd is doing. I know what Adam is doing. All right. What is your high value for Laura? 10. Okay. And what is the high value for Livia?
10.
10. Okay. Which of you is going first? Let's find out.
We have 7 next.
7.
Again, a 7.
I have only 2 dice.
Okay. So, in that case, she will go first.
Okay.
Okay, so Chloe, not being very interested in anything involving damage to her person, simply steps through the shadows into another shadow and is completely out of the path of Adam.
Perfect.
And I don't think Chloe has actually been exposed to fully direct personal attack before.
No.
And Chloe, you might realize that with Jasmine, bring it on.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
You know. So you could even do terrible things like step into the shadows in a way so that the bullets from somebody strike somebody they weren't even aiming at, or something like that. Right? All sorts of terrible things you could accomplish with this. So so that's one thing. Then we have Livia, and Livia is saying to Heritage, and remember, Heritage is being very fanatical and will only be defending with 1 die. So you're up against a 10 and a 7, correct? Mm-hmm. And you succeed. Heritage shuts down.
Okay.
Now for the crowd coming in, who get to Adam before Adam can get to where you were, even though you are not there. Mm-hmm. So Adam Also, Fanatic is only going to defend with 1 die, which is probably a really bad idea, getting complete failure against 5 victories. Or they kill him. And then the last one we have was Heritage, who was going to try to get away physically, but does nothing. That action is cancelled. Chloe is completely free. And where the statue was broken and lying there is both your father and Julian.
Which father? Whose father?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's great. So I'm like running to them. God, Julian, Dad. Are they
They're a little, well, hold on. They're a little confused. And then we, Livia, what are you going to do now?
We need to banish the snake.
Yeah,
Well, if you kill it, it will be banished.
kill it.
It's just sitting there now.
Okay, I ate it.
Roll 5 stamina.
I'm like screaming like.
Add another die.
Okay, I have a 10
And?
and a 7.
Okay. It begins to shatter. And I can tell you that in the situation that you have it in right now, you can keep hitting it until it is destroyed.
Yeah, and I'm shouting.
Oh no, what are you going to do then? Wait, what's Chloe? It's going to take a little time, so Chloe, what do you do?
I want to do it as well.
Oh, I see. Wait, yeah, give me that. She said, give me that. Actually, that's pretty funny.
Okay, so maybe that's what happened. I'm like surprised and I like. I was shouting something like, "Bring me back my father!" or something.
Actually, yes, when it's destroyed. I think that your character may have a little bit of a surprise coming to her.
Oh no.
No, I mean a good one. We may have an interesting outcome. But right now, I just want to deal with this situation.
Yeah.
It is not going to be very easy for Julian and your father. The human minds tends to make up strange answers for things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very brief. Clara will return to, you will find Clara comes to the church. Well, let's see, how is that going to work? No, that's not going to work like that. Oh, this is so strange. Okay. I have to think about what happens with Omar, Clara, your mother, your grandmother, and your father. That's a little too much for me to process right in my head at the moment.
I understand.
But let's just say you don't have to have this bogus explanation of making up all these excuses for how these men suddenly discover themselves in this church, okay? Their own minds are going to invent strange, irrational, rational explanations sooner or later. So just, I don't want to have that conversation, is letting you know about that. The game is set up that we don't have to go into that. Really tired of Peter Parker trying to just, trying to make excuses for why he has Spider-Man's web shooters or something like that. So, but effectively, I need to take a break to think for just a sec, just a moment. I have to think a little bit. But effectively, you have broken the circle and broken the triangle. I think with Livia, it's not going to be as dramatically. I mean, I was thinking of having like the whole family just appear in the church, but that's not going to happen. Instead, your mother will wake up in the hospital. And one by one, Clara will come back. She went off to get a donut or something. Clara will come back. Your grandmother will come in off the street. And then your father will arrive. When Livia gets around to thinking about this, then we will see what happens, whatever it is. Okay, so just letting you know that happens somewhere else, even though Livia doesn't know it yet. Okay?
I want to go back in jail. It was far better.
And so then we have some other outcomes. Epiphany fed, and finally the master of her own place again is completely uninterested in all of this chaos. And so Epiphany is going to make a roll against the world. The world rolls 3 ones.
The world loses.
Epiphany 1, world 0.
No matter what else happens across Marseille, across France, no matter what else happens, this community is safe. And
perfect.
Everybody in it, not just the church, but the region, the little region of the church, that is sanctuary.
Mamma mia, Madonna.
My goodness. And so Omar comes in without a scratch. Just all of a sudden it's perfectly easy for
My
him to
love.
come in. So we can probably stop there, I think.
Yeah.
I would like you to choose which of your attributes you would like to see improved the most. What is it?
I think it's law.
Okay. Your current lore is just 2, correct, for Chloe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll your current humanity, please.
Ooh, that's good. 2 tens.
Oh, goodness. Your lore goes up by 1. And you don't get any more rolls. As soon as you could have gone to the next attribute if you failed.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't. So you succeeded. How about for you, for Livia? Same?
Yeah, lore 2.
Okay. Roll you have a lore of only 1, correct? Or 2?
No.
2?
No, I have 3 in lore.
Oh, okay. So roll your humanity.
Which is 5.
Uh-oh. It's not so good.
9.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are not so lucky. You do not go up.
Okay.
Now, but you can choose another attribute to make go up.
Will.
Okay. Roll your humanity. And your will is only 2, if I'm correct. Right.
Yes. 9.
No problem. Your will goes up by 1.
Okay, good.
You are now completely free in thinking a little bit and realizing that our story is finished. You can think a little bit about changing any or all of your descriptors for your humanity, your stamina, will, lore, price, and cover. You can change any or all of that.
Okay.
Oh, any of all. Okay.
So that's a lot of things to consider. You are effectively rewriting the description of your character now.
Mm-hmm.
This is what your character looks like now.
Okay.
So you could change. So, for example, Chloe, your stamina descriptor, what is that? Just naturally healthy or
Yeah.
athletic? Which one?
No, it's wait. Yeah. Athletic.
Right. I don't know if you want to change that or not. It's up to you. And then another one is will, which is, I
We
believe.
have social competence and manipulative.
Mhm. So I don't know if you want to change either of those. And then lore,
Yeah.
you were, was it solitary adept?
No, it was naive.
Ah, well, I don't think you're naive anymore.
I don't think so.
And frankly, it's most sensible. You could choose. The very sensible to become either a coven member, a member of this coven with Livia, or you could become a solitary adept, or you could go mad. Same thing for Livia. If you want to just keep on with the coven, that's great. Or if you want to alter that, it's fine. Or if you want to change your will, for example, you were a very rageful and vengeful character, correct? Very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you want to change that. I don't know.
Yes, I think so. I think something like more user or manipulative.
Oh, that's not very nice.
No, but I think that's what I did.
Well, you also did a lot of really nice things in terms of your humanity. You made a lot of human connections.
True.
With Omar, especially.
Yeah, true. So maybe I can. Yeah, maybe social competence would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it shows that. Yeah.
I mean, that's where most of the emotional emphasis was for your character. And I notice you never put your coven at risk. You never put them in front of you to take the harm.
No, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
That's why I was, thinking about that.
No, I was like leading. Yeah, so maybe social competence could come up and.
Mm-hmm. Also, does either of you want to change your price? That's a pretty important thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you used your demon's power to get out of Adam's Rock because you were penalized if you did it yourself, for example. But it's up to you to keep it that way or to change it to something else.
No, I'm not going to change it.
Okay, good enough. All right, so I think that we are looking at what the characters are like now, right? They are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that finishes our sorcerer story.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a bit sad.
A lot of feelings.
So cool. All right. Any
Yeah,
thoughts?
great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course, it was great.
Yeah,
You
it was
want to say
amazing.
something?
It was really good. Yeah,
Right,
thank
good
you very
night.
much.
Thank you,
Bye.
see you.